Hey guys, welcome to 9.4. We're working on series, and all this is taking the sequences that we learned from last section and taking each element and adding it up. That's the difference between a series and a sequence. A sequence is a discrete set of numbers, following some pattern, and a series is taking those set of numbers and adding them up. We're going to be using what's known as sigma notation or summation notation right over here. And the bottom number of sigma and the top number just indicate your starting value and your ending value, right? Or the first term to your nth term. So this sigma notation would read the sum of a sub k for k is equal to 1 to n. Well, k is equal to 1 represents the first term, and n would represent your nth term. Let's take a look at an example. In this one, imagine you had a sequence that had 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And instead of writing it like that, we write it like this, right? We just say the expression is read as the sum of 4n as n goes from 1 to 6. Right, so 4n is your formula, and you're basically going to take 1 to 6, those discrete numbers, including 1 and 6, and plugging it in one at a time. So 4 times 1 plus 4 times 2 plus 4 times 3, all the way up to 4 times 6. Again, the bottom number is your index of summation. That's the first value of n. And again, the n kind of represents two different things. It tells you which term you're at, but it's also the number you're plugging in for each term. And again, the top number is the last value of n that you're going to plug in, and it also represents that you're getting the sixth term, assuming you start with 1, because you can actually start n at 0 or n at 3, but generally speaking, with sequences series, we start with 1 because 1 represents the first. And if we take that summation, we just throw it in our calculator. Sorry, we can work it out here, and we just take all of those and add it up and get 84. Now we can also demonstrate that on the calculator by doing summation. Now we get this by going to math, and we go to choice 0, or the 10th choice. Now notice here I pressed n, so to get n you can do alpha, and then right over here there's n. But you can use any letter, or even use the x button here, or the variable button here. So if I want to use another letter, I could say alpha b. It doesn't matter what the variable is, as long as you're consistent with it. So if you use the letter b here, then in your formula you have to use b. If you use another variable, then it's just going to count that variable as 0, which is kind of useless. So we're going to put for b is equal to 1, and then we're going to do, again, 6 terms, and then we'll go here, we'll say 4 times b, so alpha b, right, and we should get 84 again. Now if you have a TI-83, and you don't have the math type display, I believe if you go to the same area, they'll just give you, summation with parentheses, and you just have to put 1 comma 6 comma, b comma 1 comma 6 comma 4b, right? You just enter in all of these inputs or parameters separated by commas, because the calculator can't give you this nice little display. And that's it. If you ever need to do a summation with your calculator, you go here. Not the only way to do it, but the most straightforward way of doing it.